What is up, guys? Sam from the Byeforever back with another war recap, and this one, a midweek random Byeforever versus WHF. And as you can see, Byeforever walking away with a victory. 2 stars in this one, 114 to 112. This was, like I said, a midweek random, little bit uneven on the breakdown. Byeforever with 2 extra Town Hall 12s. So it was 6-9-25 versus 4-11-25 in this one. But overall, a nice war to both clans. Both clans picking up some 12v12s, plenty of 11v11, and a little bit lower on the 10v10s, I think, than both clans would have preferred. But let's jump into the replays from this one. No need to mess about, talk about what went on all throughout this one, just being a random. Gearing up for the CWL, everyone's always happy to have good wars. But for today's recap, I decided I want to do something a little different and only show fresh hits. So just one hitter quitters. And we're going to be starting off at the very top. And we got one at 12v12, a one-hitter quitter by BuckNutz on Sir Longsword, going up against their top base. So Buck going in. And hopefully these will give you guys some ideas of what types of strategies you guys should be looking for if you are looking for those triples early on in the war. But Buck is moving in here with that go BoLaLo, or this wrecker LaLo style hit. That Warden has no idea what he is doing right now following that wizard. But Buck moving in, huge kill squad, lots of incoming damage. That wrecker is going to pop, gets a rage spell down. And just momentarily, we're going to see that Warden ability go off. There it is. Baby Drag and Lava in the CC. That is the common one right now, really trying to stop those kill squads. But look at the value that he has gotten in this one. Unfortunately, the bowlers did miss that air defense over towards 4 o'clock. If that had gone down, that would have been huge. Maybe the queen is going to step over there and snipe it. But right now, she's dealing with those puppies. They are going to eat through that Warden, unfortunately. It is... Ooh. Wow. What a sliver of health on the Warden. Helps protect the queen, and she is actually going to grab 2 air defenses and potentially an Inferno with her ability over there in that 3 o'clock compartment. Wow, wow, wow. Huge value there. And here comes Buck with that Blight in from 7 o'clock. Gonna hasten some loons. Second Hound is coming down, and a bunch more loons up at 11 o'clock, hasting them in as well. Really cutting these funnels. First Hound did go down very quickly, and look at that queen actually still alive, doing some MVP work over there in that 3 o'clock compartment. No point defense is tagging her, but Buck, so many loons up, already got the cleanup minions down, and as the loons make their way into this last compartment, it is very obvious that this base has been smashed. So excellent hit, beautiful job to Buck, smashing it and taking home the swag haste spell in this one. So very, very powerful kill squad LaLo Town Hall 12 action. And let's move on and check out the next one. So I'm only going to look at one of the 12s, the other one by Matt. Shout out to Matt for that one. It was a cleanup. So unfortunately it doesn't make it into this one, but this raid, here we go, another fresh hit, and we're talking Town Hall 11 this time. And I just put out the video on Queen Walks and the power of Queen Walks and said I don't see a lot of this particular strategy any longer, and then of course someone throws it in the next war. So Ron Jeremy going in with the Falcon 11v11. This had to have been one of my favorite strats just a few months ago, particularly at Town Hall 11. It definitely had a lot of success at Town Hall 10, not as much at the Town Hall 11 level, but I greatly enjoyed it. You can see he's bowler funneling the Town Hall over there just to ensure that he gets it. Had to use a bowler instead of a goblin there, so a lot of times people are putting one Tesla there, which is why he is using a bowler instead of a goblin. Beautiful job there. And here we go in with this wrecker. You can see use the king to do the outside funneling here. Already had to pop the queen ability, but 4 rage, 2 heals, and the Warden ability. This base is going to go down quickly. And what I really like about this obviously is the beautiful pathing that he's got set up now. Moving into these 2 multi-infernos now. This is a very, very tricky portion of the base, especially with Valkyries. Multi-Inferno's not your friend. You can see most of the bowlers actually have already gone down. They got absolutely roasted by the Inferno, and pathing is getting a little bit strange here. And this is exactly what happens with these fresh hits. Things go a little bit wonky, and sometimes it is just a little bit of luck to get them done. You can see the Valks are way far away from the Queen, but she is still doing a little bit. I think she's got maybe one healer on her, two healers. She goes down, and this is where things start to kind of slow down just a bit. But with the healers on the Valks, that is the power of this attack. Now you can see he's getting a little bit of Valk split. That's unfortunate for him. But ready to move in. He's got plenty of Valks. He's got the healers. He's got the Warden. And look down at that troop bar. 9 back-end hogs. So even though he's going to start to lose some of his troops here as the healers start to go down, he is ready to sneak those hoggies in. And here they come. Getting them first onto those Teslas and then over here by the enemy king as he is distracted with those Valks. Still has a rage spell in the bag. I don't know if that is going to go down or not in this one. It looks like not. If it had, probably could have ripped through that king just a little bit easier with those Valkyries. But an excellent job to Ron Jeremy in that one. Picking up that 11v11 and I guess dropping that swag at the very end. So powerful stuff, and this one might have been my favorite raid of this war. Look at this troop composition. Queen Walk E-Drags. Everyone is all about the E-Drags right now. In fact, myself personally as a Downhaul 12, I cannot stand the E-Drags. Not because it's hard to defend a base against it, but just because everyone is all about the E-Drags. I'm actually waiting for the Supercell nerf on the troop. And what you definitely don't see because of how slow the E-Drags are Queen Walks that take time. But look at how quickly this base went down. We started the raid probably at the 1 minute 45 second mark, and this base went down in under 2 minutes with a Queen Walk E-Drags. E-Drag hits by themselves are extremely slow. So I was very surprised to see this one by the LaLo and fresh hitting it. Absolutely amazing stuff from him. First rage spell does go down. Got to keep that queen up, and there are those E-Dragons spread across the north side of this base. Got the king down, and there is the Sui Blimp. I guess yeah, the town hall is right there, so it had to pop. I was like not sure about that placement on the blimp, but anyway, the loons are moving in. They do go down very quickly. Unfortunately, there was a baby drag in the CC, so wasn't able to pick that up. And Queen did miss one air defense there. Would have been nice if she had stepped up and not been a fool in this one. But look at those E-Drags just moving through. I mean, they're just eating through this base. I don't know where the point defense in this one went to, but it doesn't really matter. The Queen still with her ability up. Still, I think 4 to 5 of those E-Drags up, and he only started with 6. Finishes up on this Tesla farm and absolutely crushes it. What a sexy hit to the LaLo. Sexy hit. Like I said, probably my favorite one of the war, honestly. So very nice job to him. And now, as promised in the last Byeforever video, I said I would get some Town Hall 10 action. And there were a couple of fresh hits, and so we're going to take a look at them. And the first one is going to be this strategy that has been taking Town Hall 10 by storm. The Frozen Witch strategy. So Tyrant Joey is moving in on King with that Frozen Witch. Obviously, it's somewhere between 14 to 17 witches, like 7 heal spells, the Wall Wrecker with bowlers, and the heroes in behind, using those freezes on the splash damage and the Inferno towers. But Joey moving in, and this has become one of the most common, fresh hits for Town Hall 10, I would say. Extremely powerful with the witch buff, and yeah, I can't really tell you a whole lot about it because I myself personally do not use witches, but to the guys and girls who are doing it in Byeforever, they seem to be having success. I saw, I think, 4 or 5 witch triples with this strategy, so Very nice job. You can see them just carving through this base. I don't know about that free spell down at 6 o'clock. That seemed a little bit off. I think he was trying to freeze the king, but it was very late there. But look at that. I mean, even the witches up in the north, they run through a giant bomb, and the healers just heal them right back up. It's almost like it wasn't even there. Not sure how to stop this. All the point defense is obviously distracted by the skellies. I mean, he's still got, let's see, 4 witches down there, probably 4 to 5 witches in the core, 3 witches, 3 to 4 witches up top. So he is probably sitting at somewhere between 10 to, or I get maybe 8 to 10 of his witches still up, and he only started with 14. Absolutely ridiculous, smashing through this base. We are going to 2x through it. There is a little bit that these witches have to beat through now that the heroes are gone, but wow, what a strategy at Town Hall 10. Is it ruining Town Hall 10? I don't know, but witches are back. I thought witches were a Town Hall 9 thing, but clearly I am mistaken. And we will look at one more, and then we will call this a recap, and it is Potato Ghost going in on Lexi Pantera, and this one, that overpowered Town Hall 10 strat. So we looked at Queen Walks last time, and of course, you know, there's going to be at least one Queen Walk here, and it's a Queen Walk LaLo. Now, I would say Sui LaLo is also an extremely powerful Town Hall 10 strat. There were a lot of Sui LaLo triples, but Sui LaLo is not, I would say, well, I guess it could be a great fresh hit strat. Yeah, I guess it just kind of depends. I didn't see too many fresh hit Sui LaLo triples this time. But I really like this one because of that right there. The wall breakers. Old school wall breaking. Even with the siege machine and everything, I still love seeing people go in and do the old school wall breakers. Now, Lava, Hound, Loon, CC. Obviously not what you want to see with the Queen charge. It's going to eat up quite a bit of time, especially with that level 5 Lava. But no matter. Potato Ghost moving in very nicely. Drops down those couple of minions to help with those pups on the back end. You can see that Queen is getting super tagged right now. Has to pop her ability. Does get down the Expos. Does get down the enemy Queen with another Rage. Just barely. And then obviously that next Expo goes down now. That multi-Inferno isn't really going to do too much. Let's see, where does this LaLo begin from? Here we go. Flying in from over here at 8 o'clock. Pops that blimp that had a hound in it. Now, I don't see a whole lot of hounds in the blimp, honestly. But I guess he wanted the extra tanking in this one. A little unfortunate that the max hound went down first, it would seem. But as he moves in there right to these last 2 air defenses, you can see these loons kind of clumping up, getting together, finally getting the pathing the way that he wants it to be. Gets that final haste spell down. They do have to go to the cannon first before moving back to that air defense, but no matter, just the air defense and a Tesla left up in this one. Cleanup is already down, and that's going to do it for that one and finish us up for the recap. So an excellent war to WHF in this one. Looking forward to seeing them in the season. I don't believe Byeforever wars of this season. I'll have to take a look at the schedule because I have not done that yet. But either way, hats off to the guys and girls over there. Definitely a lot of respect to them, especially to my boy Carbon Fin, who probably has a recap up on this as well. So definitely a shout out to the guys and girls over there, as well as my boy Carbon. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Sam. Peace out.